The repair of the lock at the Chicamauga Dam is important for many businesses and industries along the Tennessee River. But in other parts of the country, some people view that as a classic pork barrel project. Obviously, it won't be cheap. Do each of you support the funding of this project? And what steps would you take to secure that funding?
As I've said before, the Chicamauga Lock, I believe, needs to be maintained in its current overdue state while construction is resumed. If you look at the commodities that move, they're very heavy items like freighters full of gravel. If you're going to deflect those onto the roads around Chattanooga, you're going to have further damage to the roadways. You're going to have further congestion on the roadways. Those traffic for those heavy commodities on the river help our commerce. As you know, the barge operators have said they would favor to partly fund this activity an increase in the marine diesel fuel tax from the current 20 cents per gallon to 29 cents. But my opponent has signed a pledge with Grover Norquist that says he won't increase taxes. So we are left where we are right now. We could raise more revenue. Also, as Senator Alexander has worked for, we would like to see the inland waterways funding mechanism change. Because of changes in our climate, we have record flooding that we've had to deal with that has taken some of the money out of that inland waterways fund. We need to find a new way to create monies, and I would propose that this is part of transportation and that there ought to be transportation block grants that could help us defray some of the costs to resume building that new lock. And additionally, interest is at a low interest for loans. What better time to get infrastructure bonds than right now while the borrowing is so inexpensive?
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not politicize this issue. Dr. Hedrick, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you straight up the situation on both locks. Republican, Democrats, Independent. There's two locks over there now. The first one is in tremendous disrepair. I have been in that watered lock. It is in disrepair. It's got 300 monitoring devices on that. The president in his fiscal 13 budget has given us $0 for enhanced maintenance. I am begging this administration, Mr. President, please give us some dollars to fix this existing lock. I don't know why he won't do that. We need about $1 million a year as we move forward. Now, on the new lock, let's not be disingenuous. Let's not play politics with this issue. Here's the situation. You can have all the money in the world going into that trust fund. It's set up wrong. It's all going to the Olmsted lock in Kentucky. Chick Lock is fourth on the line of funding. This issue is too important to play politics with, ladies and gentlemen. What we need to do critically is reform this trust fund so that there's a 50-50 match. 50 from the General Treasury, 50 from the trust fund. What Senator Alexander's bill does is very, very good, because what it does, it takes 25% and leaves it there, frees up 25% for the other locks in the system. Chicamauga and the other locks in other parts of this country, it would be about $72 million that we could use to properly fund the new lock. We need about $500 to $600 million to build the new lock. This is a very, very difficult issue to work with. I've been working on it hard since I've been in Congress. It's an issue that got politicized in the primary. It's getting politicized now. Let's put politics aside. Let's get both locks funded. Thank you.
The locks represent an area where I believe my opponent didn't pay attention until it came time for re-election. And so I don't think I have been the one to politicize that particular event. He crawled down into the lock and looked at it without water while he was running for re-election in this general campaign. So there's where politicization has come from.